What's up guys, it's Wubny here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to pack and ship a PS4. So this works for the PS4 Slim and PS4 Original. It can work for the Pro, but you have to use a different size box. Once all said and done, the box will look something similar to this, because this is a PS4 Slim that I sold a few days ago. But let me show you guys what you need. So you need some basic packing materials such as tape, scissors, and bubble wrap, and you use the large mailing box from the post office. Once you have all the materials, the first step is to tape up the bottom part of the large mailing box. I don't have a tape gun, and if you have a tape gun, this makes it a lot easier. That's actually one of the investments I need to invest in. But what I do temporarily, because I don't have a tape gun, is I take a small piece of tape, put it on one side, and then I just tape up the bottom of the box like normal. All right. Once you put tape on the bottom of the box, you're now going to want to wrap the PS4 Slim in bubble wrap. And there's never a such thing as too much, so we're going to get a decent amount. We're just going to unroll. We're going to unroll a good amount of it. Probably that much is good. That's probably, I'd say, maybe 4 feet worth, 4 or 5 feet worth. And we're just going to snip a little bit. Once cut, you're then going to lay it flat on your table or your desk or whatever you're using. I personally set the PS4 facing me first. You wrap it on top. Overlap it right there. And then boom, wrap it one more time like that. If you have more or less, you want to wrap it at least once, maybe twice. You're going to want to tape it up. Now you don't want to use a lot of tape when it comes to the first set of bubble wrap, but the second set we're going to use a lot more. So just need something to keep it there. Put on the middle, boom, tape it up just like that. Now we're going to get about the same length of bubble wrap, maybe a little bit longer. We can go a little bit longer. Like that much right there. And we're gonna go ahead and just snip it off just like we did before. Once snipped off, you're done with the bubble wrap. Throw that over there. Alright. Then, we're gonna lay it flat once again. And if you look at the PS4, it's wrapped this way, but it's not wrapped on the sides. So then we're gonna put it sideways right here, just like we did before with the front. Make sure bubble wrap's nice and flat, and we're gonna wrap it. So, personally, what I do is I push down, if there's any excess off the side, I push that down, push the top layer down, and then wrap it like that. And then the friction would keep it there temporarily, and then I just put one more piece of tape on it. Alright, and then once you have that tape sat there, we're going to once again push down on the top, and then wrap it again. Push down on the top, and then wrap it again. Just like that. We're going to wrap it. Like I said, I personally recommend using a little bit more on the side, but boom, it's wrapped. Now, you're going to do what you did before. You're just going to put the one, maybe 2 pieces right there, and this is what we're going to do that's a little bit different. This is what I like to do, and I haven't had a single complaint about this yet. So, you know, put the normal amount of tape right here, maybe a little extra if you wanted to, but there's no need for it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap tape around the side once. And you could do it more than once, but this is how I recommend you do it. So if you look where you taped right here, there's still excess flapping around. I recommend doing one long sheet around the whole layer of bubble wrap. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Alright, now when you're ready, this is a lot easier if you do have a tape gun. You're just going to put it on that little flap, wrap it like this, go all the way back around. I personally push down right here, and then go like over the flap, and then cut it right there. Boom. Nice and packaged PS4 Slim. You can drop it, you can turn it around, you can throw it. It's good to go. I don't recommend you throwing it around, flapping it around, but it's good to go. Now, you're going to take the box, and if you look, it fits basically perfectly in there. There is a little bit of space right here, and there is a little bit of space on the top. Now, what I use is packing peanuts. And not everybody has packing peanuts, so I recommend you using packing paper. Printer paper even works. I used that when I first started, or more bubble wrap. So just to make it easy, I'm gonna get some more bubble wrap, even though I threw it across my room. You don't need that much. I recommend 2 pieces about the size of this. And then all we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold it up. Fold it or roll it, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna stuff it. This keeps the item from moving back and forth. We're gonna go ahead and do that with the other bubble wrap right here. Fold it, roll it, whatever you wanna do, and then stuff it right here. Now this is the fun part. This is where you resize the box. All you need for this is a box cutter. I'm not the best at this. I'd say I'm above average when it comes to box resizing, but if you want a good in-depth tutorial on how to resize a box, Flippin' Profit has a video. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. I recommend you cutting off one flap on each side. Don't do all four. So see how I'm doing the adjacent side of each flap? Boom, we do that. I learned this tip from Flippin' Profit's video. We're then gonna take the straightest side of the box, put it down in here, and we're just gonna very gently cut the edge. Now, the camera might be very hard for the camera to pick up, but if you can see, this edge has a slight cut. I didn't cut all the way through. If you look on the other side of the box, I did not cut all the way through, but it does have a slight cut. Now, you're gonna wanna do that with all four sides. So take this, remember the straight side, and just very gently, just like that, boom. Do that to all four sides. Boom, and then the last side. And now what you want to do is on the corners, you might be able to see my blade. We're just going to go in the corner and up. Now, this is where my box resizing sucks. I cannot go up or draw a straight line to save my life. And you'll understand why I said straight line in just a second. We're going to go ahead and go straight up. Boom. Do that on all four sides. Boom. Last side. Last corner, I should say. Boom. Now you can throw this aside. Now, because you've serrated the slits, it just folds over. You see? It folds over. And now, the reason I said straight line earlier is because, you see this? You can ship it like this. If you want to ship it like this, you can. But for some packages, that 8-ounce difference in the cardboard, especially if you're using thicker cardboard, can be a $3 or $4 difference. So, what I personally do, and you do not have to do this once again, is I make sure they're overlining, and then I find as close to the middle as possible. This is why I said I suck at this. And you're just gonna go straight down. You want to apply a little bit of pressure, a little bit of force, but not too much. See, not too bad. Boom, right? You want it to be enough where you cut through the top and you serrate this. I think that's the proper term. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. Boom. I recommend you bending it a few times and then just very gently going back through it with a razor blade. Just like that. Now, you can see the inside of the box is the PlayStation. Very snugly packed, no issues, right? Boom, boom, boom. And because I went straight down the middle, it's just like every other box now. It's good and ready to go. You shake it, nothing. Nothing. The item is not moving, it is safe. Now, this is my personal recommendation when it comes to resizing. You're gonna wanna tape the box up like normal, how you just do this tape straight across, just like I showed you earlier. Now, after putting this tape on, this is what I was telling you about what I recommend you doing when you resize a box. So, normally, you wouldn't need to do this, but because this item is a $200 item, because it's got a little bit of weight to it, I recommend you going all the way around, even on like, you see how this is good to go, kind of like what I did on the bubble wrap. See how this is good to go and this is good to go, nothing's moving, nothing's going out. I recommend you going around 2 more times. So on the top, middle's already done, and then the bottom. I recommend you doing that. And I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm done with that. Alright guys, once said and done, you're done, right? Boom. You can see how I went over it once again. On the top, middle should always be, you know, the preference, and then the bottom. And now what I do, just because I sell a decent amount of packages a day, is I will take any sort of Sharpie, Excel marker, whatever I have over here, even a pen. I'm looking for a Sharpie marker. And I just write, my storage system, this item was number P3. So normally I just write P3, or because, you know, this might be your one-of-a-kind item, you're slim, you can just write PS4 Slim. Boom! And then, when you print the label, or even if you just want to store this, if you want to store it, I recommend you storing consoles of this value prepackaged. So say you have 3 or 4 of them, PS4 Slim 1, PS4 Slim 2, you have them stacked up nice and neat, boxes look nice and neat. Let me grab the other one for you. As you can see, I have perfected this. You can even see on the other package, I went around all 3 times. Boom, I perfected this. You know, you can store them like this. Oh, PS4 number 2. Oh, here it is. Boom, label, shipped out. That easy, baby. That's how you package, and that's how you ship a PS4, PS4 Slim, or PS4 Pro. Now, as I mentioned earlier, PS4 Pro, you might need a little bit of a bigger box because it's a little bit wider than the large mailing box. I do have the box. I have one of the boxes I use for the PS4 Pro when I shipped one out. It is this box right here. This is the exact box I used. It was a little wider than I wanted it, but the PS4 Pro fit in here just fine, and I just filled the rest with my packing peanuts. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and keep flipping.
They all trying to be around, now I'm winning. I make it hits, but I'm still independent. Lil' homie, I've been low-key chillin'. Tell your mom when I'm back, I'll be in it. I got a baddie in the West End, brought a best friend, got a bag on my left wrist, fucking next bitch, had to go. Pull up in a new wig, got them clueless on my new shit, I'ma have to move on the low. Yeah, I know that they be fucking with a flow.